Howdy, everyone. I'm the Shadow of the Hawk, and welcome to the well, it's not really a Halloween special because we didn't really have anything planned specifically for Halloween. I'm dressed up in a costume. Gray is rocking a funny PFP. No clue
Too
where.
spooky for you.
Too spooky. Malcolm has been MIA for a few days. I hope he's not in a cornfield again. And then Frequency didn't respond to the Discord stuff, so I'm assuming he and his girlfriend have plans. So it's just me and Gray.
Pain, misery, suffering. All of the above. Or none of the above. We will see. So what was the topic for tonight? Was it like Goblin Slayer, it?
So the main overall idea is talking about, as you can read by the title, it is talking about the monsters in the dark. Generally going over like the spirit of Halloween, if you would. No pun intended.
Okay, I got you.
But the way I wanted to talk about it using media, because you got to use media for every kind of talking point you want to make. That's Daikatana. I wanted to use Goblin Slayer because it's a show that Gray and I both have watched, and it's a manga that I have read.
You don't watch anime? What the fuck?
No. I watched the anime, but I'm just saying it's like you've seen the anime, I read the manga, and watched the anime. So
we're both I literally caught up the last episode like 10 minutes ago.
You're on season 2, right?
Yes, season 2, episode 4.
Okay,
the only animated episode.
There will be spoilers for the Goblin Slayer anime. So before we get into that, give the comments section. I mean, the one person who's watching out of there. Gray.
Yes.
I cannot articulate a full range of motion with this helmet on and these shoulder pads.
Articulate some bitches, bro.
I'm really not. This is like if it was a suit of Lurica segmentatum, probably. But this is just some
all
like,
the
basic.
women.
Yeah. So how you doing, man? How you doing?
It was good. I didn't get the chance to redo Goblin Slayer until you told me about it. I didn't even know they did like a season 2, but I'm so glad I watched that again. That was so fucking cool, to be honest.
Yeah, it's so well animated.
Oh yeah, it's great. Having the main character laugh for the first time caught me off guard. I started freaking the fuck out, but it's cool. Halloween special. It's
Halloween. This is Halloween. Halloween. Pumpkins rain in the dead of night.
This is Halloween. Go
on. Just to give a little bit of general idea for those of you who don't understand what Goblin Slayer is, I mean, what is this? I freaking hate like the reflective nature of these covers. There's that reflecting. That's not reflecting. There we go. Goblin Slayer, to quote the abridged. What is Goblin Slayer? Goblin Slayer is a manga / anime / let night. Ooh, howdy, Zenny.
Medieval.
Yeah. It is, well, it's not really medieval. It's more of like a generic fantasy setting, JRPG type thing. It's D&D. It's a D&D world.
Basically.
With basically what I do and when I run my D&D games. It is a generic fantasy setting. Well, not the one I'm currently running. The one I'm currently running is Conan. But it is a fantasy setting brought into grisly reality. As is established in the first episode, where you have what looks to be like a generic anime party getting brutalized is probably the best way to say
tortured,
that.
Murdered, all of the above.
Killed.
Why are you censoring it, bro? Who cares?
Tortured. Well, okay, let's get into the specifics of what happened. Being
mobbing. A lot of mobbing with goblins specific.
Yes,
mobs specifically.
Goblins. They're like goblins goblinating a bunch of poor innocent women. Let's go with that.
I've already said rape, so I don't know why you're trying to keep the cat in the bag. I've already tore the bag open.
Yeah. So Goblin Slayer himself is a character that, well, I mean, as we said, there's going to be spoilers. Goblin Slayer is an individual whose village was destroyed by goblins, and the only reason he managed to live was because his older sister shoved him into some floorboards where he saw her murder graped. I recently was told that YouTube's been kind of like hammering down on certain words on live streams lately. So
oh shit, my bad.
I can't really. Yeah, I probably should have told you that. I mentioned it on the Game. I said it on the Game of Thrones stream that I'm on Monday nights, and I got yelled at.
Oops.
Yeah.
Oops.
No, it's fine. We're a small enough channel. We could probably let one or two of those slip. But yeah, so you've got he sees his older sister murder goblinated in front of him, or rather above him. Blood dripping onto his face, if you've seen the scene. And yeah, that traumatized him, and he wanted to learn to kill goblins, and he learned to kill goblins, and he got a helmet that allows him to see the world as if he was from underneath those floorboards again.
Wasn't it like a goblin who taught him how to slay goblins, if I recall correctly?
I don't think they've established who his mentor is.
I remember like a specific flashback of him learning how to slay goblins. Someone taught him.
Yeah, but I don't think it's a goblin. I think it's like just some weird generic, like freaking legally distinct Master Splinter type guy.
I don't know.
Yeah, and so for years he just hunts goblins, and the man is a autist.
Did you say artist or autist?
Autist. The man is an autist, and that's why he is. That is why he is so good at killing goblins. Because normal people will think, I've got a short sword, I've got a friend with a bow, and I've got a friend with magic. Let's go do this. Goblin Slayer. So I was talking to this random dude, and he explained to me how to make chlorine gas. I wonder how effective that would be in a cave. Let me test.
Oh yeah, no. The entirety of his fighting style is just testing random shit. I shit you not. He got a strategy of how to fight goblins from goddamn ice cream. I don't get it.
Well, no, he didn't get it from the process of using ice cream. The process of like making ice cream being, I believe it was like nitro, not nitroglycerin. That's an explosive. Liquid nitrogen or something like that. Like he basically like figured out how to acquire like dry ice or liquid nitrogen or something, and then the chemical processes of how erosion works, and combine the two to kill a troll. My guess is he intended to use that to like start a cave in and lock up goblins in a cave and then have them starve to death.
Right, but then the troll happened and they became a badass out of nowhere.
Yeah. Or for instance, most people think a teleportation scroll is something you use to GTFO out of a situation. What does this motherfucker do?
But at the bottom of the sea.
He ties it to the bottom of the ocean because he heard from some random guy that the deeper you go underwater, the heavier the pressure is. So logically, if you go deep enough, you can cut off an ogre's limbs. Now, granted, he never meant to actually use that against the goblins. It was more of a suicide bomb in case they killed him.
I mean, it worked. To be fair, it worked.
Because just imagine like a goblin like finally brings him down and then just starts rummaging through his stuff, opens up the scroll, and then jihad.
Yep. The entire force of the sea itself just running right in his face.
Yeah. So basically it is what happens when a traumatized, hyper-intelligent autist decides, I want to wage an ethnic cleansing war against this one specific kind of monster. And he gets so good at it that he is like just elevated. Like he doesn't even remember, he doesn't care about the Adventurers Guild and stuff. He just shows up to kill goblins. So he doesn't they just look at this guy come in and it's just like, I've killed 6 nests of goblins today. Here is the evidence. Okay, sir, you're getting a promotion. I don't.
He does not care. He does not care. He's consistently stayed silver rank, which is like what? The 3rd lowest in the entire guild?
No, it's the 3rd highest.
Silver's the 3rd highest?
Silver's the 3rd highest.
Oh, I thought like Obsidian was like above that or something like that.
No, I don't remember the lower tiers, but silver is like your
Porcelain's the lowest.
It's like your elites. It's your elites. It's like these are like the kind like the veterans. These are the kind of guys that like you go to the bar and hear sharing war stories. They're the guys who have like morals to rest on. Then you've got I mean,
so he has a tiny mustache. Yeah.
He is told no fire, gas, poison, or water torture at one point in the series. Hold on, let me.
Yeah. I mean, one of his allies goes to call him the Beard Cutter. So.
Yeah, the dwarves call him that because I think wouldn't that be classified as like a war crime or something?
Apparently, it's just translations. It's been called Orkbolg by the elves, Beard Cutter by the dwarves. Translations.
Yeah, I've actually got the situation. Well, you did go with me on my adventure earlier, but you were not allowed to use poison gas, and no fire and no water. But those, no.
And he somehow makes it work with like what, like a gigantic crocodile? Was it like an albino crocodile?
No. That was just down there. No. He's like, hey, guys. So I know you guys said no fire, water, or gas. You didn't say explosives.
I mean, yeah.
He proceeds to use flour to create an explosive.
No, he literally made a fucking what was it? What was it called? A goddamn dust bomb.
Yeah.
God, I don't know how he does that. Autism,
Zenny,
I guess.
I mean, I kind of understand it, but I still don't. So, Zenny, back to your point about having a tiny mustache. Yes, but goblins are disgusting, vile creatures who only exist by goblinating human women and then devouring those human women when they're incapable of being goblinated. They are disgusting, vile creatures. And that's actually the point of talking about this. The monsters in the dark. Why we're using Goblin Slayer. Because Goblin Slayer is a character that exists in a world with giants and trolls and dragons and liches. Well, though apparently in this book, he does go help kill a lich. Semantics. Point is, in this world of like great quests and adventures and stuff, there are evil things in the dark. And most adventurers either are not prepared for them or are prepared for them, but don't really see them as something that is really worth their time to deal with.
They skip the rats, basically.
Yeah. Goblins are an example, but I imagine like depending on where you are in the world, like for example, zombies would probably be something that like most people are like, that's not a big deal until a village is overrun by a bunch of zombies and you have a zombie epidemic on your hands. Just like goblins aren't a big deal until they've massed into an army, and why is that entire countryside on fire?
Right, because like there was an entire arc where like the goblins were left uncontrolled, unkilled for like a while. It got to the point to where the guild had to offer 1 gold coin, which is a lot, by the way, per goblin killed, because it was just that many goblins to deal with.
Yeah, Goblin Slayer could not kill them all. That's how bad it got. And that wasn't like a collection of nests working together. That was one nest.
One. It was
one
led by the
army,
Lich.
One leader behind one cause.
It was led by, I mean, the goblins were led by a Lich, to be fair, so it was an enhanced mob of goblins, but still.
Wait, which one are you talking about?
They invaded the village, the 1 gold per goblin killed quest.
That was attacking the farm on the edge, and that was just like a goblin lord.
Oh, Goblin Lord. I thought it was the Lich. My bad. I didn't watch season 1 in a while.
No. See, for a second, I thought you were thinking about the Paladin one, where it's like where he fights a freaking goblin paladin that stole a magic sword off the Spencer lady.
No. I haven't read that far off yet.
Yeah, no, it's the movie.
Oh, the movie. I didn't get a chance to watch that just yet.
The movie's fine. It's fine. It's traumatizing.
It's an okay movie.
It's fine.
It's Goblin Slayer. When is it not traumatizing? Get real.
You see severed heads?
The first episode is having a blonde priest woman piss herself from how scared she is. What are you talking about? Trauma is a very frequent thing.
Yeah. I feel like we're traumatizing Zenny. I'm sorry, Zenny.
Wahaha, Halloween.
Why am I worried about Zenny? This is the person who actually unironically simps for frickin' Vladimir Putin. Why am I? You're not traumatizable. Bro, you do not want to join the Discord server I share that I'm in. That we were in a Discord server together with a bunch of other people, and whenever Vladimir Putin comes up, yeah, this woman is, yeah. I can understand preferring Russian men over American men because, hey, look at that. She's got jokes. She's stick her tongue out.
I see.
I can understand Russian men because, you could probably agree with me that a lot of modern American men are a bunch of wusses, right?
Yes.
But Vladimir Putin,
he's just an idiot.
Didn't he shit himself a while back, and didn't he recently have a heart attack? The guy's old as dirt.
Yeah, Yeah, no.
Why
How about
is
you
that? Why
give
is someone
how
knocking
how
at my
about you
door?
give Zed your Sigma talk real quick?
What?
How about you give Zed your little talk you gave to me about sigmas, alphas, and betas?
No, because I would rather Frequency and Malcolm be here so that they can also yell at me for being a dumbass.
Fair enough. We'll save it for next stream. Don't worry about it. Uh, but anyways, back to the whole like fighting the dark or whatever you said the overlying topic was.
All right, someone's messaging me.
Oh, now you're
All right,
good.
yeah, I'm back. Yeah. Yeah, no, so talking about Monsters in the Dark. Basically, like, Halloween is originally it's the festival of All Hallows Eve, where people would gather together and leave out basically treats for the demons and devils and ghoulies and monsters, because most things were not benevolent spirits. They were predatory animals that wanted to eat you. Uh, and that got turned into a commercial holiday about eating candy and tossing eggs at people's windows and stuff like that.
Right.
But no, like the general idea of that, and part of the reason why I picked Goblin Slayer, aside from the fact that I really like it, is fundamentally it's like there's an overlap there.
Yeah, there is. It's a very obvious like.
I'm not wrong, Zenny. Zenny's a Catholic, by the way, so I'm expecting something about how the Catholics made it.
I respect your opinion, but I'm going to take everything you say with a side of salt, Zoe.
I mean, Zenny, if you've been on my channel before a few times. If you want to like, if you know something about Halloween I don't, and you want to like talk about it, I can toss you the link.
Right.
I mean, this is guys talk, but you know, I'm a misogynist. I'm not a sexist.
Real, aren't we all? Let's see.
Hey, I mean, you said no red pill shit.
True.
Yeah. Which made me really sad because I wanted to talk about my.
No, you can go red pill. I just don't mean like Andrew Tate level red pill.
But he's my inspiration.
Is he your Sigma? No.
No, he's not. David Goggins is my Sigma.
Fair enough. Understandable.
Look, my supervisor when I worked at the coffee shop, got mad. He didn't get mad, but he was just like he doesn't really like David Goggins because the guy can be a jackass at times. Which yeah, he can be, but he's also like backing it up pretty well with the fact that, you know, I think I've told you the story about how he like ran a run, nearly destroyed his leg to the point where he would not be able to walk again. Got surgery to patch it back together. It's not working like a normal person's leg. It is weaker than a normal person's leg. And he went through the training, and the following year he did the exact same run again on the busted leg, and he made it. Multiple times throughout the run, his doctor had to have him stop so he could drain fluids from the leg, but he finished it.
Jesus.
And then he proceeded to join like a Canadian like wildfire prevention thing, which is basically skydiving out of a plane into a wildfire to put the wildfire out.
That's actually like one-to-one with what I want to do as like my future job career.
Yeah.
Literally one-to-one.
He did that at like the age of 40 or 50, I think, after being like two kinds of special forces.
Jesus. What a legend.
Do you want to know what's even more insane?
What?
The man, I can't remember what it is, but the man has like genetic illness, like I think it was like some kind of respiratory disorder, and then like some kind of like weaker, like either his heart is weak or his lung is weak or something like that. Like basically, he's not even like naturally peak health either. Like he is, speaking purely from a genetic standpoint, defective.
Yeah.
Compared to a normal person with properly functioning organs, he is technically defective, and yet he is still significantly superior in regards to physical ability than most people that have ever lived.
I mean,
that is why I genuinely look up to this man.
You know the saying, talent is always going to be better than hard work until hard work actually puts in the hard work. Then talent is fuck all.
Yeah, no. Like, it's like, I'm a relatively intelligent person. I have very little self motivation. I'm having to build self motivation so I'm a competent, capable individual. My mother, not as intelligent as me, succeeded significantly more in her life because she's self driven and is a fucking boss.
Awesome, dude.
Yeah. Not going to
When
get
they
into
say
it.
girl boss and
I've
then
shared
actually
some
girl
more
boss.
specific. I've shared some more specific stories in the past, but she doesn't like it with me getting, which I mean, I understand. So I'm not going to get
Yeah.
like specific details about her careers and stuff like that. But like straight up, my mom is a fucking badass.
Sounds like it. The
Yeah.
epitome
Anyway,
of when they say girl boss and then actually girl boss. Love that
yeah, no,
shit.
she is. She's also like straight. She is. She's not like, oh, men need to respect. She wants respect. She earns it.
Good,
Now,
good.
if you're a hypocritical piece of shit that disrespects her, then she will demand respect. And typically, it's somewhat deserving. Though I'm not. Yeah, I love my mom. Love my mom.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely
no.
love my mom. She can get a little bit hot-headed at times, which I mean, I am the
Don't we
pot
all?
calling the black there. I am a very aggressive individual.
He's a narcissist, by the way.
I am not a narcissist. That's my
I'm
brother.
kidding.
I'm the psychopath. Get it right. Jeez.
Uh, I guess my one problem with like David Goggins is just the fact that like he's really hyper aggressive with his
Yeah.
mentality to the point where he shoves it on other people. Like, I'm sure you've seen that one podcast about that one dude who just like eating cookies and shit like that. Have you seen that one podcast?
I haven't seen it, but my supervisor told me about it. Yeah, exactly, Zenny. And I'm like, okay, you understand? Like everyone understands where he's coming from, right? Like
Yeah,
that's.
I do.
But instead of going, hey man, it's not cool. Like that's like because I agree. High fructose corn syrup and sugar and stuff like that. That's fucking poison. You really should avoid consuming that as much as you can. That's how you phrase it. You don't go, you're a bitch, you're a loser, you're never going to amount with anything in your life because you're. But like,
I
but
mean, he
also
did. To be
sorry.
fair, that was similar to what you just said. Was a very similar approach to how he talked to the other guy. It's
Yeah.
like,
No, I'm saying that's what he said.
yeah,
Yeah, like
it is.
you're a bitch. Like that is what Goggins, if I understand, said. Which
More or less.
if you understand his like view of the world, it makes sense why he would say that because he like his understanding of motivation is he says that to himself. He listens to videos of him telling himself that kind of shit as motivation to be better. So if you understand it from that perspective, you can get it. But it's like like going back to like that talk we were having about my opinion of like the spectrum of masculinity. If I just jump into a conversation like going, yeah, so this is what a beta is, this is what an alpha is, this is what a sigma is, it's like breaking all that down. If you don't know me, I sound like some kind of red-pilled MGTOW type who doesn't know what he's talking about. But if I can provide certain context and certain why I believe, like if I can provide, hey, I've read this book, this book, this book, and this book on history. I have interacted with these kinds of people, these kinds of people. I have lived in this place and that place. I have studied X, Y, and Z. I understand philosophy, theology. I understand all these different things. And from consuming all this information and distilling it down, here are examples of beta. Here's example of alpha. Here's example of sigma. Here's example of women. And here's examples of evil. And like breaking all that down with the added context. So it's the same thing with Goggins. If he provided like specific context of, hey, if you allow softness into your life, if you allow yourself to be soft and treated like you're soft, that's going to affect the way you think and it will make you weaker. Which I can say from personal experience, that's absolutely true. And I know you want to speak, Grace. Stop talking.
I've been there a few times, but it was more of a high school experience than like a mentality. Everyone treats me like that way kind of experience. For me, I tried to adopt like a mentality of I will be soft until someone tries to push their fucking boundaries, and I will put them in their place because they're pushing their boundaries.
Well, what I mean by soft is like eating it, like putting back a half a dozen cupcakes, or not doing a run because it's too cold, or not helping your mom with groceries because you just don't feel like it. Like that kind of weakness, that kind of soft. Like
that's fair.
I said I wasn't going to get into like talking about this stuff, but like the kind of stuff you would attribute to, assuming the spectrum is correct, attribute like the practices you would attribute to a person who's a beta. That kind of mentality. Assuming that spectrum is real. Let's just assume that spectrum is real. Yeah. That's the kind of stuff that you would attribute to someone who is a beta, you would apply to being soft and weak, right? Assuming that Spectrum was real, that's the kind of behavior that Goggins is like, no. Because, again, if you understand where he's coming from, before he was like military, he was like 300 pounds working like a dead-end minimum wage job with like you need to read his books in order to understand his mentality of life. And that's not something I'm expecting your average person to do. And I also am not in a position to really tell his story because I'm not him.
You're not David Goggins, obviously, but that's.
I am not as hard as David Goggins. I wish I was as hard as David Goggins.
I'm personally glad I'm not, because like, okay, I understand. I have a rough idea of his mentality, and I respect it. I just feel like he's a little bit too serious, and also the fact that he has to rely on self-deprecating motivation instead of just discipline sounds kind of unhealthy, if I'm being perfectly honest.
Well, it comes from like what is available to him. He's not like my mom, who's able to self-motivate and drive herself to complete a task. He's like me. He for whatever reason, he doesn't have that like voice in his head naturally telling him go get job done. He needs to provide external stimuli, and the method that worked best for him was going, hey, do you want to be this worthless piece of garbage your entire life, or do you want to be someone that matters? And then that drove him to be
that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess when I say I'm more of a discipline-reliant person, my mentality personally isn't so much, okay, go get the job done. It's more like, okay, I understand that you don't want to do this, but here's X, Y, and Z reasons as to what's going to happen if you don't do this.
Yeah,
which is why I'm a massive fucking gym rat.
Yeah.
I hated myself when I was skinny.
Those gains.
So
Mine are kind of neglected right now.
Get back to that, like ASAP.
Well, no, neglected in the sense that I haven't dedicated any time to arm days. I've been like either running, I've been planking, or I've been doing leg days. I've kind of like my arm workouts have basically just been to maintain muscle by just doing pull-ups or doing push-ups, not like gaining muscle through like lifting weights and stuff like that. Just because I've been more focused on trying to get like pull-ups. Come PFT day, I'll be able to do enough pull-ups, definitely. Plank and run is where my weakness is. So I'm trying to focus on getting those up.
That's fair. As long as you're not skipping leg day, I'm fine with that. As long as you're not skipping leg day, I am willing to be okay with that.
See, I had been skipping leg day for so long until recently, and my legs are hating me, but I'm loving it because I need to not be a little bit. You didn't like me using the David Goggins language, but I don't want to be a little bitch.
No, it's not the language I'm upset about. It's just his aggression towards other people.
Stay hard, motherfucker. Who's gonna carry the boats? No. Are you gonna carry the boats?
I will do my best.
Goblin Slayer says boats. Kill all the goblins.
All the goblins.
So actually, kind of like tying David Goggins back into the Monsters in the Dark. What did you think of the speech he gave on the bridge after the guys' night out?
Oh, dude! I was gonna talk about that. That's my favorite fucking scene in season 2, dude. I find
it's my second favorite personally. Like the breakdown he had at the end of episode 2 or 3, I wanted to say that was the scene because that showed an immense level of moral complexity. But I'll let you talk about the bridge scene, and then I'll talk about the breakdown scene.
I mean, I think the bridge scene is also really good for that exact reason. Just more in like a general sense rather than like a specific person kind of sense. Because like they were discussing what their childhood dreams were, to become like an adventurer, to get all the ladies, be like slay dragons and become like the hero of the land. But then it drops to reality and the whole you do what you gotta do type thing. Because Goblin Slayer didn't do what he does because he wanted to. He wanted to be the generic hero who slays the princess. Or slays the princess.
Slays the princess and lays the dragon. Okay. That's what we're going with, Gray. You heard it here, folks. When Gray plays Mario, he kills Princess Peach and he fucks Bowser.
You know what? Fuck it.
If one of these two viewers is Kohai Masochist, you are in for a horrid treat, my friend.
Shit.
She is the resident memer. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I have any examples of what you can expect happening to you based on what she has done to me. Hold on.
Oh no. No.
Hold on.
Oh.
That's a person in a bag. Okay, this isn't. I'm not gonna do that one, but that's actually. I forgot how funny that was. That's Samael. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm not going to do one about me. I'm going to do. So, do you remember the cop? Do you remember the cop who was like got caught in like a freaking train gang or whatever with like her coworkers?
Yeah.
I can't remember if Kohai made this or if she found this. Hold on, let me check. No, okay, yeah, no. So she did make. Okay, yeah, so she did make this. I'm just double checking because this is like an older tweet. This is an older thing she sent me. So she did make this. This is the kind of shit she makes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You know what? It's funny. It's worth it.
Would you like to see some of the stuff that I've recently made for someone?
Go for it. Go for it.
Okay, so I need to give a little bit of context for this image. So, he had been. So there had initially been a question about like if you could like fuck anyone in like any woman in history, which woman would you pick? So that conversation got kind of sidetracked. Where is it? Okay, here we go. That conversation kind of got sidetracked, and then it got brought back up. And because my friend Ryan at Legion Games had talked about this isn't gonna, because my friend Ryan at Legion Games had talked about how Rexy from the Jurassic Park series is his favorite fictional dinosaur. Someone referred to him as the dirty Trex fucker, saying that he would want to fuck a T-Rex. So I made this.
What the fuck? Dude, no.
This is not the worst one, by the way. I posted it on Twitter. Twitter took off.
Oh my god.
They made a more graphic version. He's also apparently got kids now. He's also apparently got kids. They don't look like him.
Oh.
At least they're not black. Howdy, Burnaby.
Oh, no.
Welcome. Great. This is another one of like the regulars. This is Burnaby Sanchez.
What's up, Snatches?
As you can see, don't tread on him. And Zenny is currently dying of hilarity. Because you and I are hilarious. We're not relying on shock value or sex jokes like deviants. No. We are good, competent individuals.
I mean, you already know my stance on that question. You already know. I'm sure you could probably guess my answer to that question.
What's going on part?
No, with the if I could, bone anyone.
Oh,
you can guess. You can definitely guess. I've said it. I have said her name.
Okay, so it's a her.
It's definitely a her. There are a select few of men I do find attractive, but it is a her.
I'm genuinely blanking, dude. I don't think you told me.
Cyberpunk.
No, this is history.
Oh, you said history.
No, history, like history, not like fiction. Like I know. Okay, now you said like in general.
Said T-Rex. So you said T-Rex, so I just assumed it was like a fictional thing.
No. So no one ever actually ended up answering the question on the panel.
Oh, in that case, Billie Eilish.
In the chat, my answer was Theodora of the Byzantine Empire because based on the paintings we have, she was hot. Byzantine clothing looked awesome, and she was an incredibly intelligent woman. And I would like that in a partner. I would like someone I'd be able to communicate with as if we were equals.
I see. Who was the woman who said, "Let them eat cake"?
Marie Antoinette.
Her.
I think it was Marie Antoinette.
Let them
I
eat
don't
cake.
know.
Let them eat my dick.
Zenny, you're a woman. Fact check that.
Fact check it. Let them fact check. Okay.
And for the chat, looks like we dropped some people. For the chat, tell me who your preferred person from history you would want to fuck is. Zenny, I already know your answer is Robert E. Lee. You don't need to answer.
Robert E. Lee. Understandable, to be honest. I understand the appeal.
Yeah. I noticed a trend with her preferences for men.
And what is that?
Old white guys.
Mm.
She's gonna kill
George
me.
Washington.
She's gonna fucking kill me.
So she's Putin then.
I literally said Putin.
Oh, yeah, you did. I lost track of names. Whoops. Shit.
No. And Zenny, as an apology, Oh, never mind. Okay, not in the lead, but Washington. Okay, yeah. I stand corrected. I stand corrected.
I said Washington. I was correct.
Okay. Well,
impressive. Very nice.
I was waiting for the chance to use that. I was waiting for the chance to use that.
Very nice.
Yes.
Well, that really blew some minds.
Those are the only two I've got set up right now because I haven't had good ideas for more.
Skeletor's nice.
Yeah. There was actually. Oh, I was thinking about putting Goblin Slayer going. I see into this, but I couldn't decide on the Japanese version or the English version. You get one.
Probably English. Although I would say if I did want one in there, probably Skeletor's nice. Probably.
Okay, yeah, I'll make sure to add that going forward.
That one would be fucking awesome.
Back to this, Zenny, you get one. You don't get a harem. You get one.
Get a harem of old men.
Yo, this, yeah, no, like you get one, Zenny. I'm sorry that I'm picking on you.
She's putting words out there. She's vulnerable to getting picked on. It is entirely her problem.
I do feel bad. I do feel kind of bad. I feel a little bad.
I don't.
If there was more people in the chat, I could diversify who's getting picked on, but Zenny is the only person nice enough to hop in this chat.
She engages. Therefore,
okay, Bela Lugosi. Okay, respectable.
Understandable.
Yeah. So who would you pick for history? Oh, you said Marie Antoinette. My brain is
Marie Antoinette. Terrific. If she wants to have everyone eat cake, she can eat my dick. Yeah. I'm going to be like that. I'm going to be like that all day long.
Why are you wig-wagging with all this druid speak?
Druid speak.
You're talking like one of those barbarians from Gallia.
I don't even know what you're talking about, but I understand it somewhat, and I take it as a compliment. I am a very blunt person. You should have figured this out by now.
Dominatus Aveum Parator Senatus Popuscul Romanus Sanctus Dominus.
Bro summoning Satan over here. What the fuck?
Ave Kaiser! No, I'm stealing this from a really funny video. Hold on.
Oh shit.
Hold on, let me type this in, dude. It's really hard to type when I have my arms are squeezing as far as they'll go. This thing does not allow me to have much articulation when I'm sitting down.
Just cut off your blood circulation, idiot.
I'm not cutting off my. Anyway, so we're gonna watch a Metatron clip.
Whoa.
Is it working? Okay, you can see it. Great.
Yeah, you did.
Hey, babe. How often do you think about the Roman Empire?
Why would anyone think of the Roman Empire in our day and age?
You're wearing Roman armor.
I'm not. I'm wearing my pajamas.
You're carrying around a Roman shield.
What are you talking about?
You're dressed up as a Roman.
Yeah, you keep speaking your beep, 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 beep barbarian language.
You're wearing a Roman helmet.
Do me a favor. Go get lost in Gallia.
Where's Gallia?
The druids are gonna love you.
What?
Artago delenda est.
You're wearing a Lorica segmentata.
Hodie de lorica segmentata loquemur, per nomen
Babe.
ipsum incipiemus, lorica segmentata, nunc
Babe.
vocatur ab antiquis Romanis, prodot
Okay.
copactor ecte vocaretur, hoc lorica genus Romani nemens quia constat.
Bye.
Ave Caesar!
I don't know if he's speaking Italian or if he's speaking Latin, but either way, it's hilarious.
No, that was absolutely phenomenal. That is one hell of a bit.
That is one of the men I follow on YouTube for historical stuff. He goes by the Metatron. He is fluent in English, Italian, Latin, Chinese, Japanese, and I can't remember the other language.
Wait, what kind of Chinese?
Zhongguan.
Okay. I was gonna say if he's fluent in Mandarin, that is mad impressive.
Well, Shusha Zhongguan.
No shot. No shot.
I'm studying Mandarin.
Dude, that sounds it. I've heard it's so fucking hard because like the way the language actually functions using like pitch.
Yeah. It is super difficult. For me, it's not the pitch so much. It's I don't know. I'm assuming she's talking about the Metatron. Yeah, no, he's great. Yeah, no, it's not the pitch that bothers me so much. It's just you gotta memorize three different things. You need to memorize like what a character means in the language. So like for example, if I have like the symbol Zhong, I need to remember Zhong means Zhong, and then I need to remember that Zhong means middle, and then you also need to remember the context. Like Zhong by itself means middle. Zhongguo, middle land, means China, which is like the Saxon name for Zhongguo. So it's like, yeah, Metatron's amazing. So I mean, that's why I say, 我不好说中文. I speak Chinese bad.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You are a better man than I.
Yes.
I am at most going to be learning Spanish. At most, that is all I'm
No,
going to
that's
need more than likely. I said eventually. Shut up.
I said no hablo español.
No hablo español. Oh,
No hablo
yeah.
español. Wochao Kukali.
What?
Wochao Kukali.
Okay.
That's my Chinese name, Kukali.
Kukulik.
Kukali. Gopale.
Kukulik.
Kukali.
Kukulik. So a chicken named Lee. Understood.
Kukali. Kukali. I'm just
My man is a
randomly
chicken
having
named
time.
Lee.
No, I'm just holding up like this metal tiger I have
Chat,
that
I
I
can't
got in
believe
China, that I
it.
got in China.
I can't believe it. Chat, in China, he's a chicken named Lee.
I am not chicken named Lee. I am also not Russian citizen. I am not
What?
Soviet spy.
I don't believe you.
Come now, Gray. Do you really think I'd be Soviet spy?
They sent an orca as a Soviet spy. I don't want to fucking hear it, bro. Did you know about that, by the way? They
Wait, there was
genuinely
a-
sent, like,
I knew that there was a pigeon that was a Soviet spy because it saluted Putin. I don't know what you're talking about.
they genuinely sent like an orca to American soil wearing a camera on its back.
Tactikiller whales, yeah, they're based.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. It was trained to like fetch, wave, all of the stuff. It was genuinely like theorized to be like a Russian spy, like a trained Russian spy orca. I'm not kidding.
Would you like to watch videos on Would you like to watch a video on the application of Tactikiller whales?
Go for it.
I love how this was meant to be like a Goblin Slayer / Halloween stream, and it's basically just become you and I fucking off.
It's a podcast. What do
Yeah.
you expect?
All right, here you
That
go.
we're
Ready?
both mentally ill.
Are you ready? Hold on, it's got to load.
Go for it.
New generation of illuminated art is here.
Hey, you stupid! You leave that alone.
It's this guy.
There, you need to be liberated. Do you have oil? Please. There are these whales. They are sinking boats. Whales are sinking boats.
The slow head turn.
Why you look at me?
I know it was you. Everyone told you to stop whaling, and now they're self-aware. Anyways, what kind of whales, and do we know why? Killer whales. And so far, they seem to be doing it for fun. I got it. Let's send that guy, the one that had the Animal Planet show that used to piss off Japan all the time. What was he? The Whale Whisperer? He had a boat named the Sea Donkey or something? No. Actually, I'm pretty happy with the way this is turning out. Got it. No help from the Whale Whisperer. Okay, has anyone been hurt? No. So far, they just pissed off a couple of rich people on yachts. Not rich people. Those are my favorite people. Wait, I have an idea. That is never a good sign with you. Look, I can't think of anything scarier than having a 9,000-pound water carnivore rip my boat out from underneath me, but if that's the case, the bad guys can't think of anything scarier either. Activating defense budget. Really? Killer whales. Don't scoff at me. It worked perfectly fine in that research film, The Incredible Mr. Limpet. That wasn't a Pick your battles there, bud. Northrop Grumman, Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, General Dynamics, BAE Systems, Boeing, Honeywell, L3 Technologies, DynCorp, Jacobs Engineering, Oshkosh. I want Tactikiller whales. How about I just keep playing with my bath toys and you fuck off?
I love Habitual Line Crossers almost as much as I love South Park. Fuck are you aware? And fuck are you a dolphin?
Oh my god. I have that guy followed on TikTok. I fucking love that dude. His bits are amazing.
Kairu, I am so hungry. You get to choose cuttlefish and asparagus or vanilla paste.
I can normally do a good Japanese. I don't know why I'm sucking right now.
You sound like an animated bad guy.
Oh, you think you have won.
Okay, so it sounded like at first it sounded like a Hanzo from Overwatch. Then it went to a Yakuza.
You think you have won. What you fail to realize, Gray, is that I am the Senate.
The Senate? Oh no. I almost gave a fuck. Anyway.
Okay, do you want to watch some Meat Canyon now?
Meat Canyon. Sure.
All right. Let's watch some Meat Canyon. Just like because we're kind of like just watching shit at this point. Let's just watch some Meat Canyon because I think it'd be fun. Now remember, we have to provide actual commentary. We need to actually respond to this, otherwise we will get sued.
I mean that, and will become the worst kind of content creators known to man. Reactionary content creators.
Yes. So actually, funny. You should mention the worst kind of content creators. You should mention the worst kind of content creator.
Oh no. Oh no. Not again.
Are you ready, Gray? Are you ready, Gray? Are you ready, Gray?
Chat, you don't even have to even put together, what this is crazy, chat. It's crazy. It's kind of insane. When you do this, I mean, what am I even looking at, chat? This is insane.
Okay, I just want to say, have you seen the video of Meat Canyon reacting to XQC reacting to this video?
Yes, that was so fucking stupid and autistic. I love it.
Zenny's right. Thoughts also get the pass on doxing someone.
Great. Oh yeah, there's been a lot of doxing recently, especially from SSS Sniper Wolf. It's fucking hilarious.
People don't face consequences for being dumbasses.
Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
Let's get back to this.
It's absolutely wild. This is crazy. What am I even looking at? This is absolutely insane. It's kind of insane.
Why don't we just take some here and leave? You could spot us at any time.
If we're going to do this, we should do it right. There's more valuable items further down.
God, dude.
There they are.
I'm just gonna quickly turn it down because it's kind of loud on my end. No doubt.
You know, the best part is,
Yeah.
Lore Wise probably got all that gold from all the time he was playing those gambling games back when that was still allowed on Twitch.
I don't think we should be doing this.
What? Don't be a fool. One of these could pay for your family's future and their family's future for generations to come. He won't even notice it being gone. Look how much he already has.
I love how they're literally taking the most valuable things he has.
Yeah,
His views.
Twitch Prime as well. Oh shit.
Oh no, you
Bruh.
clumsy idiot! Grab the treasure and let's get out of here!
I also love how like his reaction this entire during the entire stream is I meant this one. His entire reaction the entire stream is just like
Yeah, autism.
yeah, just like he's watching a gremlinized version of himself kill women and he's just like
He is oddly interested in it. He is oddly interested in himself being bastardized. It's kind of disturbing.
yeah, because he doesn't have an original thought of his own. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Reactionary content.
Here! Come on, let's go!
Also, I gotta say, this is just like really well.
So he's trying to
animated.
steal my treasure.
Oh, yeah,
I
that
mean,
was
it's crazy, but you know, not that I need that.
Yeah, and like I love how he'll,
Not that I need that.
I also love how Meat Canyon can like make anything horrifying.
Real
Make
though.
Bob the Builder horrifying.
Yeah, it's one hell of an art style.
Well, no, just like also the concepts and stuff like that. Like just like what like this is, because this isn't just like a twit. Like this is a guy who is completely soulless and driven solely by the desire to acquire people who to watch him.
Yeah,
And
Pretty much.
he gremlinized that. He turned that into this abomination.
The treasure, you know, my treasure, you know, like it's my gold treasure, you know, like people like I don't really need it or anything, like it's crazy, but you're right.
You know, actually, I just realized this is probably going to get me taken off YouTube because that might actually classify as gratuitous violence.
probably.
Let me check and see
Although
if the stream is
I
still
do love,
Hold on.
I do love the analogy of stealing eyeballs, as in like stealing views. I love that little analogy right there. But at the same time,
It
I
is
still
horrific.
prefer.
Is the stream still up?
Yeah, the stream's still going. I do appreciate like the. Yeah, my favorite, my personal favorite one from him is the Sam Sulek one. If you've seen that one's fucking amazing. I love that one.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Remember we were talking about Goblin Slayer, and then we started talking about this.
Again, it's a fucking podcast.
Yeah.
We have 3
The
viewers at
animation is what
most.
keeps me- Oh, sorry. Zenny. The animation is what keeps me from watching these videos. I think he also has a different channel called Papa Meat. Yeah, I think Papa Meat is more like vlog and like just general YouTuber stuff. I think the animation style is part of like what makes it so freaking terrifying, which is the goal of it.
Yeah. I just like the really fucking outlandish shit, to be honest with you. I don't understand it. It's just the more outlandish it is, the better I like it. Except when I get to like aggressive red pill shit, like with Andrew. At that point, it's like crossing a line between, hey, this is funny because it's stupid, to where this is actually just stupid and it should be removed.
Remind me to never invite certain people I know onto this channel.
Yeah, to be honest.
Yeah,
You know too many people.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good content creator. He's just terrifying. Anyway, back to Goblin Slayer. You said about like the stuff that you wanted to say for like the bridge scene, right?
Oh yeah, right. I don't really have anything more to say about it. I already said what I wanted to say. What was your thing about your favorite scene?
So the scene that I really like the most is like when he's got his breakdown. So for some context, it's like a scene. So it's the scene after they confirm what you already know, that their sixth wheel, the guy who just joined their party, who is a sorcerer. You find out that completely by surprise and totally not foreshadowed by everything about this character. His older sister was one of the adventurers killed in episode 1. She had been poisoned by a dagger, and Goblin Slayer put her out of her misery because he couldn't heal her, and I mean, at least he stopped the goblins from goblinating her. So basically, this guy is like my sister was made fun of because she was killed by goblins, and like he hates goblins because of that, and he hates Goblin Slayer. I'm imagining because it's like he just sees Goblin Slayer as a failure, probably. Goblin Slayer realizing like, oh hey, you're that chick's younger brother, and like I failed to save her and all that stuff. Like for like the first time ever, Goblin Slayer goes from just like autist to depression. Basically, he just completely goes cold, not just like distant and like daydream, cold. Pays for the kid's room, walks out. Spear guy walks up to him and immediately recognizes, yo, you good, chief? Again, Goblin Slayer, not distant, but coldly is just like, dude, I'm fine. Walks away, goes into an alley, takes off his helmet, chucks it away, and has an emotional breakdown about the fact that he has not been able to kill every single fucking goblin in existence. That no matter how hard he works, there are still people suffering. That there are people who still have suffered because of those green-skinned, big ears, unable to speak English little motherfuckers.
Right, and just for context, just FYI, aside from like flashbacks and anger, he does not show any other emotions until episode 4 where he laughs of season 2. Like until those 2 points, he has been either completely fucking stoic or angry. So like,
I will say,
go for
it. Episode like the final part of episode 10 has the payoff of him smiling. So we've seen him pissed the fuck off, and we've seen him smile after realizing he's not alone in the world. And then the next big emotion that we see from him is depression.
Right.
And it's
then
it's
proceed
so
by, and then
Sorry.
the next time it's him being proud of like the next generation he managed to save. Because he said like, because obviously the redhead sorcerer, the one who had their sister murdered, at the end of like episode 4, he gets like sent off as like an actually somewhat experienced adventurer. Now he's not like some kind of ignorant brat. It's just good to see him laugh and actually be happy sending off with the next generation as well. That was nice to see.
Wait, no, didn't it end on like goblins getting ready to like fuck up some miners? As in like to dig.
No. That was episode 3 where they were entering.
No. So in
village.
episode 4, episode 4 starts with like all like the main adventurers teaching everyone how to like fight, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, at the end of that episode, there's like a dude who's walking, then he sees a goblin come out of a hole, kills it with his shovel, and is like, hey, they're digging a hole. And then he proceeds to get jumped by 3 other goblins, and it ends with Goblin Slayer going, goblins, to like all the recruits as they're about to go fight a bunch of goblins who have been digging a hole.
Yeah, that was the end of that was the end of episode 3. That was the end of episode 3.
No, I don't think it was, because
it was. I just watched it today. You forget, I literally watched all 4 episodes today. It was the end of episode 3, I promise.
Did I not watch episode 4? I'm pissed now, because I swear I opened up episode 4 and I was watching the beginning of episode 4. Hold on, what is it?
Yeah, no. Bro,
why is okay? I'm gonna show you my YouTube. I'm gonna show you my YouTube recommended right now because I'm trying to pull this episode up. This is what is on my YouTube recommended right now. My streamer trying to advertise to me. Some people who are live streaming. This.
God, fuck. The red pill shit.
I love Lord Miles. He is such a meme.
God. What in the hell?
Lord Miles for Prime Minister of England.
Jesus.
You know he's trying to buy a gold mine in Afghanistan, right?
Oh, of course he is.
I love
Jesus. But yeah, no. what you're talking of, like the end is the end of episode 3. The end of episode 4 is like the redhead kid getting paired up with like the shorter redhead kid, and like they're going off to adventure off to slay dragons together.
No, this when I typed in episode 4, I got episode 3. YouTube lied to me. I know what I'm doing after this stream. I know what I'm doing after this stream. I am good. What is the name of the current owner of YouTube again? I forgot his name. He's some Indian guy. I think he's got a green card.
Not too sure about that one, bud.
No, that's a joke Steven Crowder made. He was like talking about how like when Susan Wojcicki resigned, he's like, look, I don't want the leader of YouTube having a green card. I mean, that's unconfirmed, but I mean, it's not even a question. It's just a bad joke. Anyway, man, I love Crowder. I need to get a Mug Club subscription soon. I really do.
God, but yeah, no.
YouTube Miles? You mean Lord? You mean Lord Miles of Kabul?
Oh.
So
yeah.
Lord Miles was an individual. So Miles, whatever his last name was, bought into the established titles. So legally, he was a lord, and he would basically like. He's kind of a jackass, but he genuinely does try to like go to places and like he went to Afghanistan, for instance, to like, from my understanding, help with like humanitarian aid. He went to Ukraine to do a very similar thing during the war. He is a danger tourist or something like that. Like, but he's also doing it to like help people in a sense. From my understanding of who he is, at the very least, that may be inaccurate. So he's in Afghanistan right when Beijing Beidan decided to just completely abandon all of our equipment and all of our allies in Afghanistan, just randomly leaving. And he got stuck in the storming of Kabul. Now, he's basically like just effectively just like a scared young man at that point. Like he's in the middle of a fucking war zone, and he did some stupid shit. He allegedly doxed like a U.S. translator, though. I've also heard that was a fake name, and the translator was trying to get like help from the U.S. to get him and his family out. I've heard that he leaked the location of a UN bunker, but I've also heard that was slander. Like, there's just this guy is like, he is an open Catholic, and he is a right-wing troll. So of course you're gonna have people bashing on him and saying lies, but at the same time, a lot of those lies are stuff that I could totally see happening, because he is a right-wing troll.
Understandable.
Yeah. I recently saw a video where he was on the podcast of the Lotus Eaters, and he was talking about how how he's on good terms with members of the Taliban and is actively like going to Afghanistan, buying a bunch of Taliban merch, and then selling it in England for a crap ton of profit. Which, entrepreneurship.
If it works, it works, I guess.
It just works. It just works. It just works. Overpriced open world's earnings rise. Take my word. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Bethesda.
And in my response, how bad can I be?
Impressive. Very nice.
Damn. I'm surprised YouTube still lied to you about that. How the fuck does that happen?
What?
I was just when I saw like the title of like the video you tried to put up, I was just like, oh, did they put like episode 3 and episode 4 together? But no, you just should have got fucking scammed.
I think what may have happened, because like I did it like the day. So the guy I watch, I believe he uploads them like on Friday. Yeah. So he basically gets it and then uploads it the day of. So I think what he may have done is he accidentally uploaded, because like I do it the day it's out. So I think what it may have happened is he uploaded season episode 3, thinking it was episode 4, and then I guess he like went back and fixed it or something like that, and I just got confused and thought that there was a weak gap for some reason. So I'm an idiot.
Nah, it's not your fault.
Thank you for Grace. Thank you for approving that I am an idiot. You're on center stage now.
Oh shit. I'm an ass man.
How bad can you be?
Very.
Very bad, very bad. Not as bad as those dirty heathen Aztecs. No, they were worse. They sacrificed children, good sir.
I'm a little racist. No.
They practiced the wrong faith, Gray. You know what we do to those kinds of people around here, Jimbo. Listen here, Jimbo. Your friend Carl was trying to move on my Judy, so I had to take him out.
Dude,
My buddy Andrew Tate has been telling me about this great thing called Sharia law, Jimbo, and I'd like you to make one of your science things to help me implement it in Retroville.
God, dude, no.
That is so freaking random. Thank you, Zenny. That is so freaking random. I love it.
God. Oh, that broke me. I'm not gonna lie.
What? Zenny having the same birthday as an author she dislikes, or hey Jimbo, you want to go on a jihad to retake the Holy Land?
Shut up,
Jimbo. I've been breeding my battle ducks. I think they're called geese.
God.
I'm gonna slaughter your friend Carl's llamas, Jimbo.
Your accent's reminding me of like Hellsing Ultimate's fucking Carolina Church, or the Federation of the Carolina Baptist Church. Oh man,
I'm Judd Forrest, member of the South Carolina Baptist Church. I brought me some good old boys from the Knights of the Hanging Noose.
Okay, thank you for swinging by. Oh, God.
Now, don't worry. If any of you want to be doing some cross burnings, my good old buddy Jeb has brought a few in his pickup. Jeb, how many crosses you brought? About a few.
Oh, my God. Jesus. I got so racist so fast. I love it.
They are discriminating against vampires. Why can't
to be
discriminate
fair,
against the drow?
In their defense, they were discriminating against the French more, but that's a national treasure. So universal hate of the French is a national treasure. I will not be convinced otherwise.
I'm not saying the French have never done anything good. I'm just saying the moment they went from being the Franks to being the French, they dropped in quality by like 20%.
20%? What do you mean, bro?
Napoleon burned away a good solid 177%.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Napoleon was the last based part of French history. Changed my mind.
No, you're absolutely right, though.
No, you have to. You have to, Greg. You have to change my mind. Go ahead. Now do it. You're on the stage. Zenny also likes Steven Crowder, so you are on the stage. Change my mind. Go. Say something intelligent.
I'm an ass man.
You fucking laugh.
Impressive. Very nice.
I'm fucking dead. Fucking Yesu. Sir, you made me mess up my armor. Yesu freaking Christe on a stick, man.
Was it at least funny? Did I get a good giggle out of you?
I was gonna play this.
Impressive. Very nice.
After you said it, but you were gone before I got the chance to do that.
That is my signature, to be honest with you. Either screaming or saying some weird shit and then just dipping. Oh my god. That's like my signature. What the fuck are you what are you playing here, dude? Why is it kind of a vibe?
It's called Feed the Ducks.
It's
music to listen to when you feed the ducks.
I see. Oh. Okay. This is kind of the vibe, though. It sounds like a remix of. It sounds like a Kahoot remix.
Zenny picked up on what the joke was.
No feeding the ducks.
Oh yeah, if you're happy, you know it, say soup.
No. I will not say it.
Anyway, let's turn this off. So, I think we've covered a wide array of topics. This was meant to be a kind of a Halloween stream, and it just turned into random bullshit.
I mean, if we get back on like the Halloween streak, we could always just continue on with the Hellsing Ultimate.
I haven't seen it. I've only seen the one scene.
You haven't watched it yet? Come on!
No.
I told you to watch that.
I've got other things on my mind.
It is a holy fucking list of Christ himself. He is.
I am reading about God's self-insert. Thank you very much.
God's self-insert. Oh my god.
The amount of luck that Cortez had, as well as who his wife was, is like it reads like self-insert fantasy.
It does. In my personal opinion, like the most self-insert fantasy thing to ever exist, especially in like the Christian stuff, is the Seven Rings of Hell.
Christian. This is definitely like very Christian. Genghis Khan was also very fanficky.
Who was like the writer of like the Seven Rings of Hell? I forgot.
Dante's Inferno is what you're talking about?
Yeah, Dante's Inferno. That's the proper name. God, dude, it was such a fucking self-insert. It was so like very obviously homophobic. It was so self-inserting.
Yeah, that was the point. It was written by like a hyper-religious Catholic, and I believe like the Renaissance or something, maybe even earlier.
Right. Honestly, isn't like the guide in like isn't like the person who guides him through like the Seven Rings named Virgil or something like that?
I've never read it. I don't. Oh, apparently it's Dawn Quixo. I'd trust Zenny. She knows. She loves like. She doesn't love demonology, but she does love like monsters and shit because she's a. I think she also listens to true crime podcasts. She's a woman in the modern day.
I see.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm offending your people, Zenny.
Why are you apologizing? It's funny. Therefore, it's justified.
Well, no, because again, I've just been picking on her like the entire stream. By the way, Zenny, thank you for showing up. Thank you for. I'm hoping you've left a like down below. I know you subscribed because you hop in on, you check out a lot of my videos.
Here.
Yeah, basically, Zenny, really good friend. Genuinely, really good friend.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
seems nice. Like it. I don't know him for shit.
Cryptozoology, Bigfoot, Mothman, stuff like that. You know, Zenny is one of like the Zenny is one of like the most creative people I know. Just like the amount of like stuff she has posted to the Discord, like in regards to like what she has made. Yeah, like if she, I mean, like she made that dress if I remember right. Like the dress that she, like that's her in the PFP. She made that dress.
Damn.
Yeah,
that's fucking impressive.
I don't know why I'm just randomly just. I feel like this is just an apology, but it's coming off like simping for some reason. So I'm just gonna move on to something else, anything else. Conquistador. So Cortez randomly happens to be the first guy to go to Mexico, first Spaniard to like go to Mexico, lands in Mexico, happens to find a Catholic priest that was living amongst the local population, manages to get from a random guy that he beat in a battle, got his who would become his wife, Malinche. I don't know how to pronounce it. Malinche. And she ends up getting like a Christian name, actually, if I remember right. Let me find it. She ends up getting a Christian name after she marries him, is baptized and stuff like that. So basically, he gets a hyper-intelligent linguist wife that, by nature of being in the Caribbean, is also dark. Like it reads like a modern-day fanfic. Oh, he also makes Montezuma his bitch.
Very fun. As one does.
So he chains up Montezuma and just parades the fact that he chained up Montezuma in front of his own people as he burns multiple of Montezuma's most important vassals alive.
Oh,
he
very
makes
cool.
Montezuma his bitch.
Very much based.
This was before, by the way, he actually militarily conquered the Aztecs. Basically, what happened is
No
he just
shit,
walks
man.
in after proving, yeah, you can't kill me through your vassals, bitch. Now let's have a conversation. And they start talking. And then eventually, because Montezuma gave an order to some of his men to attack some of Cortez's men, Cortez is like, hey, bring them back. Bring them back right the fuck now. And they're brought back. Before they're brought back, Cortez is like, hey, dude, you really should like stay at my place. Montezuma, no, I'm not going to. One of Cortez's guys. Yeah, can I just kill the bitch? Cortez or Montezuma to Cortez's wife. What did the fucking pale skin say? Her. I would recommend that you go and do what my husband says. Otherwise, it's not going to go well for you, Emperor. So basically, Montezuma in his own fucking city gets put on house arrest in a different house.
Yeah.
And then when
That
Cortez
sounds...
is like, and then when Cortez is like, yo, can you, these vassals of yours that are super important, can you like let me arrest them? I need to prove a point. Montezuma lets them. Then Montezuma leaves, is like, Cortez interrogates them until they say the story he wanted them to say, leads them out into a courtyard, and has Montezuma in chains preside over the burning of these men.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Shit, that's actually kind of like, that is one hell of a power play. Holy shit.
Yeah. No, it gets even better. It gets even better.
Oh, okay. Well,
Later,
you're gonna save it. You're going to save it for another stream. There are some kids, like the house, the lights in my house are still off, but there are still kids coming to my door. I'm gonna go hunt some children. All right, I will see y'all later. Do the fun.
All right.
For
Well,
those of you
I
who
feel like this is a good place to end the stream off. Gray, you got anything coming up you want to show?
No. First, just before I go, a few things. One, if you're not already liked, do that. Subscribe. All the funny shit. 2 kids gonna die tonight.
All right, and if you're here for me, why the fuck are you here for me? I'm nobody. Zenny and Burnaby, thank you for showing up. The third person who didn't comment, again, thank you for showing up as well. Make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscription button down below, hit the notification bell, leave a comment down below. And yeah, Zenny, have a good night, everyone. See you next time.